My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is March 13th, 2023. It is 1:39 a.m. My heater lately it's been giving problem, and I've edited 2 or 3 videos where that noise is in the background. I could see that it's annoying. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm letting you know, if this bothers you, stop watching right now, okay? Because I try my best. My husband tried, and I told him it's ruining my videos. He tried, poor guy. He tried to fix it, but it's still making that noise. As a matter of fact, it's better than before, because it used to make the like a sound, but we got it to that level only. And yeah, anyway, all right, so let's get going. I have some tweets to share with you. I came across yesterday a lot of noise kind of tweets were happening on Twitter. It's not worth sharing, but I come through most of them and I find some good ones. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, the Sussexes were frustrated that the palace refused to update their kids' titles. Okay, it's a small article. I'll click on it if you guys are interested. I'll put the link in the description for you. Okay, let's see. Let me just read the first paragraph. I think there's more. All right, there's more. Not a lot, but there's more. Okay, on March 3rd, Princess Elizabeth Diana was finally christened at home in Montecito. When the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced the news, they made a point of using Lily's royal title, and they later made a point of saying that there were conversations between Montecito and Buckingham Palace over the kid's title. Keep in mind, King Charles had been openly briefing the British media for months about how he felt like Lily and Archie titles needed to be earned, which is why the line of succession hadn't been updated with their royal titles. Keep in mind that Archie and Lily have been prince and princess since the day of Queen Elizabeth II passed away too. It's not about the Sussexes wanting this or that. It's about, quote, is, okay, she put that in quote, is, Lily is, that's uppercase, a princess, per the letter patent, the law. Like I've said in other videos, maybe the past 2 videos, where I said there's no need to be arguing back and forth because the law hasn't changed. They just stick to the law. Okay, so let's continue. Per letter patent, in any case, the palace went on briefing spree once again, with some nonsensical cover story of Charles gave in to what the Sussexes wanted because he's also evicting them from Frogmore. It didn't make any sense because the palace was clearly caught with their pants down, looking like they were too effing racist to recognize the king's mixed race grandkids. Well, the Telegraph has a new story. At least this version make it a bit more sense. Okay, so if you are interested, there's more you could read. Okay, it's not a lot, but you could read. But I don't want my video focusing only on that because I have more tweets to share with you. All right, so the link down below. All right, so let's read some of the comments. There's me here. Of course, they know how Harry and Meghan felt after Harry and Meghan knew what's up. I always have some silly way of putting my thing. Okay, they had absolutely nothing to be frustrated about. The frustration was in the royal rats' heads. There's me here saying rejection petition strip Prince Harry and Meghan of their duke. Okay, because this is where it really matters. If Parliament said so, that's when Harry and Meghan can focus on that. Okay, so they can't do it by themselves, or Charles cannot do it by themselves if the Parliament then vote to make sure the kids don't have any title. And then if Harry and Meghan's kids don't have title, other it's like a domino effect. Other thing is gonna happen. Okay, so that's here. Like the part that I just read, the article is that they just failed to recognize the kids, Harry and Meghan's kids. All right, so Harry and Meghan decided to put it out there, tell the what is it, the People magazine, that they are prince and princesses, and then they had no choice but to go and edit their website to make sure they put the kids line of succession. Okay, I'm not even remotely surprised anymore by anything that the royal family do. Commercial. Charles' reign is embarrassing so far. He needs to make up with his son and find a realistic solution to the Prince Andrew issue. Okay, the racist palace lackeys drag their feet on purpose because they can't accept Meghan and Harry's kids had royal blood coursing through their veins. The lackeys need to keep up because the Sussexes can issue statement without their consent. Just stop with this bullcrap. It's a lie. I don't want to see any more Voodoo Cartier spin. Yeah, like I said, what did they say? Frustration. You say frustrated, like they know how Harry and Meghan felt. Okay, let's finish with that. Edward and Sophie should be thanking Harry and Meghan, as Charles will not have given him Duke of Edinburgh without Harry and Meghan saying, quote, you know it's their birthright, stop the nonsense, end quote, but they won't. Okay, how do you know? Are you making this up to keep people riled up? I haven't seen a quote about it. Okay, what are you talking about? Are you a friend or a foe? You tweet this random thing. It took them 6 months. Okay, it took them 6 months to update their website, but it is done now. Not that it is important to the little ones, but it shows pettiness of the palace. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Wow, 6 minutes. Next one. There's this here. This is Henry VIII. Even if Charles could unilaterally strip the Sussexes of their title, which he can't, I don't think he would. Not because he's a good guy, but because it will open the door to that being a punishment for other misbehaving royals, and Charles still has an Andrew problem. Okay, why can't he strip the titles? Genuine question, because I don't know. Alright, let's see here. That's a decent question. He can do it unilaterally. It requires an act of parliament, like I did on the previous tweet where I put a screenshot about the petition they did to strip Harry and Meghan. All this, it requires elected official parliament to do that. At least that's what I've learned. Okay, let's finish with that. Besides, if he tries it for Harry and Meghan and their kids without doing it for Andrew, which he won't, the blowback will be fierce. Also, the Queen asked Parliament to change the law to allow girls to have the same right as boys in the line of succession before George was born. Not only did the UK Parliament had to pass it, but so did all the countries of the realm. Australia, New Zealand, Canada, etc. No easy features. Okay, that is different. Succession to the throne is governed by Act of Parliament. The creation and removal of royal title is not. I think it does. I think it does. Okay, it's also wrong. The Queen didn't ask for that to happen. The UK government and heads of Commonwealth made the decision to do it in the Perth Agreement. Okay, what is the Perth Agreement? Okay, he put it in uppercase. So let's see. Perth. What is that? Okay, Perth Agreement. The Perth Agreement was made in Australia in 2011 by the Prime Minister of what were then the 16th state known as Commonwealth realm. Okay, what did the document agreed that the government of the realm will amend their laws concerning the succession to their shared throne and related matters. Very interesting. There's more to it, but you could look it up. This, when I don't know, I look it up. Alright, there's the entire title aristocracy who have unearned hereditary titles. There will be no support for stripping any titles, as no one wants their rules then extended to them. The House of Lords will not support any move to remove titles. Okay, it is a Trojan horse. There are plenty of people with titles that will be very worried it will be a fair game to them. That's why they don't want to do it, because there's so many bodies. Who knows? How I usually say, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So once that is removed, Their doors are limited now. It seems like that's how it works in the UK. Their doors will be limited now, and they'll be very upset about it. We just know that there's other scandals floating in the ether, and we all know that the reason Bill and Kathy threw Prince Harry under the bus again and again was to cover up the scandal, the quid pro quo. Set a precedent of royals can easily be non-royals. Boomity boom boom. Okay, let's switch what's on the screen, and then that's it. I suspect there might be a bit of awareness that showing the public that royalty can be stripped from you despite your birth might not be in his own best interest. I don't know, maybe he just realized that. Okay, it's also hard to sell titles for cash without the assurance that once you have one, it's there for life. It's always going to come down to, quote, what about Andrew, end quote. And I love that for Harry and Meghan. I simply put it, nothing they have or will do that the royal watchers consider to be offensive will ever touch what Andrew has done. That is correct. That's with the Virginia Godfrey being with underage. He have to make a very strong case beside, quote, they made the last days of the Queen's miserable, end quote, or, quote, they insult the monarchy, end quote, for that to stick. While the tabloid readers might think that's enough, rational people will question Charles' sanity if he did that. Yeah, that's for sure. That's a very good question. Because the difference between the derangers and well-minded people, completely different world. Completely different world. And if he tried it with Andy, then that will open the floodgates. Harry has been very reserved on saying what he knows, but Andy's strip of titles will go all out, I bet, to try to make others look worse than he does. Okay, it also makes Harry and Meghan huge stars again. Okay, there's probably a heap of people with titles in the UK who have done way worse. It will open the floodgates. That's the thing, because these people, they have no limit. They think they could do whatever they want. So when things like that start talking, remove titles, and fingers gonna start pointing. All right, next tweet. All right, this is one of the squaddies. Okay, good morning, squaddies. I am been patrolling this bird street for the past 2 days. Been busy, yeah. Okay, the spelling. Until this latest Princess Meghan check clears, the nugget gotta make some coins. All right, this is a makeup thing. All right, March 12th, which was yesterday, Cloud Nugget, that's her name, Cloud Nugget, Sussex Ranger, $50. Princess Meghan, signed Princess Meghan. All right, so she continues. By the way, the squaddies who may not know, the Rangers think we get paid to support Princess Meghan. LOL. There's to comment here. Okay, they think we are Meghan. To this, I said it's my turn to squeeze my body into one of those fabulous pencil skirt, drop dead gorgeous pairs of top designer shoes, and wow the world. Okay, because the Rangers get paid, that's why they cannot believe that squads do this act of love, because we don't like injustice. God is great. Yeah, it's true. They really truly believe Meghan is paying all the squads, okay, including myself probably, because there's all those videos I keep on making every day. They really think we are getting paid. But for them though, this is where sometime when the squad are looking where certain tweets are coming different places around the world, we could see where the bats are, because they get paid to do those things. Oh my god, I didn't put it. There is let me look. I'm gonna open a new tab for that. It was way at the bottom, but let me show you something. This, okay, this is another thing. Say what now? Researchers said that for nearly a year, someone created thousands of fake automated Twitter accounts, perhaps hundreds of thousands of them, to offer a stream of praise for Donald Trump and criticism of his rivals. Okay, so these are the things that these people, those who want praise all the time, this is what they have to do. Okay, and then for them to keep on continuing doing their stupidity. All right. Okay, there's me here. Oh boy, there's this. Who could it be? Okay, a very dangerous situation. Okay, I'm not surprised. I believe the same has been happening with the royal family. British press creating huge numbers of bots accounts attacking Harry and particularly Meghan and their charities to smear and discredit them. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move this back up now that I just did that. All right. So let's go back to the main thing here. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. All right, let's finish this. Now I'm back to this. Okay, they think we are Meghan. To this day, I say it's my... okay, I read this already. So let's go back to the main one, which was this. Okay, quick question for the squad. Who can tell me where I got the area code, okay, 190518 next to California on the check? Let's see how well you all know Princess Meghan and Harry. I think I responded to that. There's me here. All right, May 19, 2018, wedding date. Okay. There's this, the day the world stopped for two people in love. So some people got it. There's this. Okay. Their wedding dates. Okay. A lot of squaddies got it. Okay. Back out again. Commercial. Okay. I bet someone out there is gonna QR this, use it as proof for whatever shit. Okay. I laugh out loud when I saw this. They are that clownish to think this shit is real. There's a laugh. You are one amazing squaddie. Thanks. I'm still waiting. The squad, they're still waiting for their checks. Next tweet. Okay. So I just did 2 tweets in one particular set of tweets. All right. Next one. I'm choosing to believe this, even how ridiculous it sounded. I'm really struggling to see the point in this headline. Maybe the English can help since I don't speak childish. Okay. Royals plan to give Harry and Meghan the cold shoulders at the coronation and hope they are seated in Iceland. There's the thing here. One of the squad mentioned it. Was it the squad? Or yeah, one of the squad mentioned it in one of their tweets on from one of my videos previously. Okay, hope they are seated in Iceland. Duke and Duchess will have no place on balcony, and family members don't want to socialize with them, say friend. Alright, you know this is BS. Okay, there's me here. The point is no point, just noise. So that was 8 hours ago. The tabloid are giving them every reason not to go, and I hope they continue. The leaks are finally benefiting us. There's this. Amen. Then the invitation is a PR stunt, isn't it? There's that. Yes, they're so proud of not being able to behave like civilized adults. I wonder if they have a slightest notion of how this looks to the world. Yeah, that was another tweet that I came. It was discussing about politics, and it's from one of, I guess, well-minded UK Brits. It appeared on my timeline, and he was really upset how the behavior of not only politicians and all of that, and saying how bad we look around the world. And when I was reading it, I didn't respond to it. And I remember thinking when Trump was in office, and this is how a lot of Americans were feeling. And many of us are still, being scared and hoping this guy don't run again, or we don't get another similar type of Trump in the White House. Okay, the point is, rage farming is the tactic of using inflammatory content to garner a response on social media. Yeah, it's hard to believe someone will even publish this. This thing is really funny when this little boy is talking. Okay, and the squad usually compare him with Kate. Okay, if true, it will come back on all of them. Okay, then why is there all the fuss about inviting them? It's just noise. I don't know. They want to create articles for people to click. That's all. Okay, I hope they don't go. Once again, I should say over and over and over again, proving Harry absolutely right about the British press. There's the laugh. So what's the point inviting Harry and Meghan? I hope they stay on Montecito, the Trump family of the UK. Hope everyone who doesn't watch get the clear picture from how they write. If it's no point, why posting it? It continued to spread hate on the Sussexes. Have you seen the new book? Okay, they are like middle school kids writing this article. Bunch of kids bullying nasty. Alright, next tweet. And the thing is that these are adults and they're doing this nonsense. Alright, next one. Oh, wait. I think I skipped something because I had already bookmark. Oh, no. Okay, so I did it right. Okay, so it's this one. Alright, next one. I don't know who did the original Photoshop, but the woman in the background epitomized the derangers. Please retweet so they can see what they look like to the world outside of their cover of hate. These are all the derangers. Love always wins over hate. Harry and Meghan. Yeah, whoever did that did a very good job. Okay. I'm sorry, but I find it off-putting to use such a historic image this way. Obviously, there's a thorough line between the bigots who scream at the little white nine and the bigot who rage at Meghan today. Okay, but I personally think this trivializes an important moment in history. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but I think the rage reflected in this pic is a perfect illustration of the people who spew hate at Meghan. I could see both of them. Okay, I understand both of them, but let's go into her. All right, let's read what's on the screen, and I'll come back to this because this makes sense. Okay, okay, I'll come back. I think this all attached to it. Okay, let's read it. This reply hidden. Okay, so I cannot see that. Yet here you are stalking every mention of her. Go back to your KKK coven of hate. Okay, apart from initial bad press, Kate Middleton got, we have never seen dedicated YouTube channels, body language expert, politician, even family pile up on her 24/7 all day, every day. Every breath, dress, sentence, earrings, nail paint, gestures, food is unfathomable what they do to Meghan. Okay, so this is the original picture. Okay, the original picture. Okay, for those who don't know, this is a well-known photo from the US, desegregation of schools. Elizabeth Eckford was entered her high school for the first day of classes. Alright, so that's them here. Alright, there's this 100%. It's so accurate, and still she rises. We got her. Here, this picture describes what happened to Meghan so precisely. Done. Okay, I have to do a double take there because the woman in front next to Meghan looks like Afro Wathamer. Let's see. This one, yeah. Okay, I say I was gonna go into that, so let's see here. Okay, this is where she said you could do whatever you want. Okay, I agree. It does accurately reflect the hate people feel for Meghan, but the difference is in the photo. Ruby Bridges was that little girl, and I think she's still alive. Okay, is literally physically experiencing it. She's being spit on. That's not the same one. Okay, she's being spit on, and people are threatening her life, knowing where she lives with no security. It's not the same. No, Ruby Bridges. Okay, let's look for those who may not know. I think it's a little girl. I think there was either a policeman. This is the there was a policeman. At least the iconic picture that I'm aware of, there was either an adult or a policeman was holding his yeah, that's this one I have in mind. This is the one that I have in mind. I actually had an image of a police holding her hand or something. This is her. This is the iconic picture, and there's her here. She's still alive. Okay, 5 days ago, Ruby Bridges and full Ruby Nell Bridges marry named Ruby Bridges. Okay, born 8 1954. Okay, all right, so this is the iconic picture of Ruby Bridges, but this one is not. Okay, let's see here. Ruby Bridges was not the person in the original photo, and nowhere is anyone saying it's the same. What I said was it's an illustration of the hate spewed at Meghan. I understand Jodiva. I really understand her. Okay, through line. Okay, I think it's a perfect example of society is still today refusing to accept a person of color and white space, using intimidation, being physically and emotionally threatened, asking Meghan to be 50% of her educated self, exemplify cutting the head off, lynching. The past is still present. Yeah, because they keep on repeating the same. Their parents are teaching them, but we have to give credit where credit is due. There was one video that I have, this young man who was telling, I think it was a TikTok video, where he was saying how he will be fine as a white dude, but because the way society is and the way where blue states and red states vote on things, he vote for Democrats because it benefits people's society at large. Okay, he's not that selfish to only think of white person. No matter who's in the White House, he will be fine. And credit to him.
I gotta level with you, ma'am. The occupant of the White House honestly doesn't make that much of an impact on like my personal well-being. I am a well-educated, straight white dude in the United States of America. I'm gonna be perfectly fine no matter who the president is. I vote for Democrats because they are very clearly better for everyone else. Job growth is typically higher under Democratic presidents, and that's true in both percentage terms as well as just raw numbers. GDP growth tends to be higher under Democratic presidents, at least partly because they're always taking over during recessions that started during Republican administrations. 9 out of the 10 poorest states in the country are run by Republicans, and Democratic states tend to have lower rates of poverty across the board. Democratic administrations kill fewer civilians in war zones overseas. Every state in the country that guarantees access to abortion is run primarily by Democrats. Democratic states have lower gun death rates, as well as just lower homicide rates overall. Democratic states have lower rates of uninsured Americans, and they emit way less carbon dioxide per capita compared to their Republican counterparts. Every single one of the top 10 states in the country with the biggest gender wage gaps is Republican run. 8 out of the 10 states with the smallest wage gap are run by Democrats. 8 of the 10 worst educated states are run primarily by Republicans, and 9 of the 10 most educated states are primarily run by Democrats. And it's basically the same story when you look at public school rankings. So yeah, my odds of being fine regardless of who the president is are pretty high, but I vote for Democrats because I'm not an asshole, and I also want other people to have good lives.
All right, let's see here. I think his video was messed up. The audio didn't record when I first originally recorded. I had to redo it, overlap it. It was a headache. Okay, a very simple video was a headache to put for you because the audio and did not record in the original recording. All right, let's see here. I do realize all of that, which is why an image like this is so powerful. Kamala Harris with the shadow of Ruby Bridges. Okay, but I feel like the meme above is different. It feels less serious to me, and even though I really like Harry, it doesn't seem appropriate to include him. He's holding Meghan. Okay, like the person said, you have your own right. Okay, so let's finish with this and then move to the next one. I understand your hesitation. However, the opposition, the hate, plus crossing the line of the firmly entrenched status quo that everyone now understands from the history will help to instruct those who don't realize that Meghan is now facing the exact same resistance on a global level. Yeah. Okay, I have to agree. I am an avid supporter of Harry and Meghan, but the original is adult threatened to murder and spitting on a 13-year-old girl as she tried to go to school. I dare say Meghan herself will be uncomfortable being conflated with Ruby Bridges. Meghan suffered, yes, but not like Ruby Bridges. Ruby did. Again, one person she's making reference to, and also Joe Diva did not say anything like that. But the most important thing here for her to mention Meghan in this part here, that what is it? I dare say Meghan herself will be uncomfortable. This is why the squad don't have to listen to Meghan. Okay, we don't have any connection with Meghan with the exception of us supporting her. And Joe Diva bring a very imagery of a representation of what we see Meghan is facing. It's almost like an artist painting a picture of something. Okay, so here what Joe Diva did is this, that where's the original picture? Someone put it. There's the original picture. Okay, this is not Ruby Bridges. This is your original picture of this young lady going to school, and you have all these people. Okay, there's police in the back. Okay, you will think they will protect her. To me, what the police officers represent in this image in comparison to Meghan's situation is that authorities, people with authorities, who? Charles, the royal family, politicians, some of them have spoken, like the MPs who wrote the letter, but the most important thing is Harry's family sit back and let the people, the tabloid, run wild with whatever they want with Meghan's headline. Okay, this could be depicted in the same way. The police, you always see police as authority. Okay, and that picture, the police are staying back. You could compare the police with Charles or people with authority who could say to the tabloid, stop, smearing Meghan's name. But did they do that? No. They stay quiet. They stay in the back and let the tabloid run wild. What do the police are doing here? They stay behind, let the mob go after that young lady going to school. Okay, so you could see the differentiation, the compare and contrast. Okay, people don't have to agree. This is why people go to museum. They look at images. They, you make your, whether or not you see what the artist saw when he or she was doing either the painting or the monument or whatever it may be. So make your own conclusion. And also, which I've said already, we're not saying we don't need Meghan's approval. Based on what we see, the eyes of the beholder, what we see Meghan is facing is similar to. We're not saying it's the exact, but we could compare and contrast certain aspects that Meghan have gone through in comparison to that image. All right, I don't know if there's I never come across any videos of that iconic moment, but there's images, so it's up to us to interpret it and how we see it in comparison to what we are seeing now. Okay, I hope I make sense with that. But they let the mob go after her and they stay behind. Okay, all this, when you look in all of the details, it makes sense. But we're not saying we are listening to Meghan or this and that. This is just a representation of similarly to what Meghan is facing. As a matter of fact, it's even worse. It's on a global scale. All right, and there's here her husband. This picture is showing you. They could have easily removed Harry here. Okay, Harry doesn't have to be here. She could have easily removed Harry, but here they're showing image is very important. There's her husband supporting her. Okay, it speaks volume when you look into the detail. Okay, again, a picture worth 1,000 words, and the same way as the beauty is in the eye of beholder. Each person see this differently, this kind of thing. All right, so it's up to you to make your own conclusion. Others don't like it, but I could see the interpretation of this. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. It's not about how Meghan felt. Okay, it's just a representation, how the world is seeing how those white people are treating Meghan. Okay, and still her husband is right beside her. All right, next tweet. Okay, Princess Meghan met her distant cousin at Mookie Betts. He tagged them. There he is. Is he still playing? Okay, Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay, he's still playing. So before he was with Red Sox, now he's with the Dodgers. Okay, for first time at London Stadium 2019. Okay, quote, I didn't know she was coming. I knew Prince Harry was coming. I told her about the story and she laughed and gave me a hug. She didn't know about it. They probably didn't believe it. Brett. Okay, so it's 1 minute and 38 seconds. The heater start making noise again. For those who might be annoyed by it, it's gonna be on and off throughout the video, and there's nothing I can do. If you find it very annoying, just stop watching. But let's listen to this video.
Hi everybody.
To meet the guys. And if you are a New Yorker, okay, this is just pure sport fan talking here. If you are a New Yorker, your nemesis, it's the Red Sox, okay? The New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox are like the frenemy kind of thing, all right? Just rivalry. All right, let's continue.
Nice to meet you. I know I don't know if you heard.
Okay, this is where the story where he's telling Meghan that he is her distant cousin. All right, let's listen.
Like my great. We're family somehow.
I just love how Meghan spit it up and said great, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, we're not friends.
Oh, what? I didn't hear that part. I did not hear that part. He asked, who are you rooting for? And Meghan said, okay, Harry was taking a long time to respond. And Meghan said, Invictus. This is the correct answer. Listen to this. I swear, this is the first time I'm hearing it. Listen. Perfect answer. This is why people get along with both of these two royals. Okay, they know how to communicate with people, make fun, and really fun conversation. But Meghan was right there. Luckily, Meghan was there to hear it. Invictus, this is the perfect response for that. But I swear, I would have gave the wrong answer if I was there. I don't know who they were playing with at that time. If it was the Yankees, I would say, I'm sorry, the Yankees. I'm a New Yorker, through and through. Okay, what is it? New York Giant. Even though they suck, I'm sorry, but I'm a Giant through and through. Okay, there's the Mets. My husband is a Met fan, but I'm a Yankee fan. But let's continue.
And Invictus.
I'm so glad they didn't ask me to do it.
On behalf of the Red Sox.
Okay, so that's where they're giving the, I think, the onesies or something like that. Oh, it continues. Perfect. All right, let's stop here. Okay, Harry and Meghan received a thoughtful gift from at Red Sox, a baseball bat for King Archie, and a future red top for Princess Lilibet Diana. Let's listen.
On behalf of the Red Sox, for your son Archie.
Oh,
This is for you. On behalf of Club.
thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. I swear, if they give Archie, I don't know. Okay, this is my pure humble opinion here. If they give Archie this bat, probably swinging it all over the house right now.
That is so sweet. Yeah.
Well, now let's support this though.
That's really sweet.
Should we take a photo? Group photo here?
Yes, that's cool.
This won't even fit him anymore. That was nice. Can you imagine? Let's finish watch it. Okay. Alright, it's done. Okay, can you imagine if later on Archie become a baseball player? Can you just imagine that? And this is the life that they want for Archie. Okay, to do whatever he wants in life. Okay, can you imagine if he become a baseball player and then he went with the Red Sox? Okay, this one never gets old. My favorite couple meeting my favorite team. Okay, we are frenemy now. Okay, 100% thumbs up. I also got another of them going inside New York Yankee locker room. There it is. Yankees are the one that frenemy kind of rivalry, nemesis. Okay, let's not go there. You see, this is the thing. You see, she says she's a Boston fan, and then this is her response when he mentioned the Yankees. She's like, let's not go there. Okay, this is the thing with Yankees and Boston's fan. Alright, Red Sox. Okay, so nice to see them laugh warm. I hope to meet them in Germany. Okay, wow, Germany, that's my dad's birth country. Actually, the city is Hamburg. Okay, Hamburg. That was something I was watching the other day on YouTube. It's a documentary of I have a version of it. It sort of amplifies some of the things that were discussed on the video that I have on PYTE. This black German, okay, I have that on my PYTE. But the one that I was watching the other day, actually last week, I was watching how some black people in Germany were treated, and some of the key things that they mentioned made a little bit reflection of some of the things that I have on my video on PYTE. That was when I just started making content. These were the things that I was interested in, and until I make full focus on Harry and Meghan. But go on my PYTE. I have a video about this young black German whose father from Africa. I forgot which part of Africa, but things changed when Hitler came into power, and she still find some what do you call this, white German who help her taught school, teach her secretly and all of that. So there's some really good white people out there. All right. But anyway, so yeah, I saw that documentary. If I found it, okay, I probably will go on my history and take the screenshot and then put the link for you if you guys are interested. It was very educational and things like that. Okay, and they make reference to a lot of civil rights leaders. I will not say civil rights. Some people back in the 60s and 70s who were fighting, racism in the U.S. They make reference to some of them. I can't remember the name they use. One person in particular, a woman, and there's this guy. They use what is it for movies and all of that. So I recommend it. I'll find the video, put the link for you. Okay, look at the screen and you'll see the video that I'm talking about. I thank you for sharing this video. I love seeing our fave laughing and smiling. Our Duchess looked beautiful as always, but to put a smile on this young man's face and hug him was awesome. There's a heart and thumbs up. Let's move on to the next tweet. I can't believe it's already 39 minutes. Oh my god. This is what happens when you're having fun with those videos. Next tweet. Monarchists are mad because they never would have thought in their wildest dream that Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet would be the ones with the closest resemblance to the famous Diana. They know, just like their parents, the children will overshadow their cousin in the future, and it hurts them. Let's see here. There's Archie. Yeah. But when you look at William and her daughter, what's Charlotte, okay? Charlotte there's certain way they move their head. They're looking at you. Their head move a very strange way. It's like it bent down, but slightly bent, but the eyes look up. It's a very weird mannerism. Princess Diana has that. William has it, and Charlotte has it. Okay, it's a very strange mannerism. If you look at them sometimes, even when they're standing still, when they look at people, just look how they move their head and their eyes. Princess Diana has that. Okay. When Lily hair becomes thick and long and blowing in the wind, they'll have a shit fit. Agree 100%. I guess this is the line of succession. Princess Di will be so proud of Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie, 6 and 7 in line of succession. I'll look at this image in a few. Queen Diana will be happy because this is what she wishes for Harry: freedom and happiness, and away from the shackle of the institution. Let's see here. Okay. You have Charles, William, George, Charlotte, and even in that picture she does that same kind of look here. Oh my god, I hope when she gets older she doesn't look like her father, because what is it, William sort of changed completely. Okay, let's see here. Charlotte. Okay. Oh, okay, for a minute it went there. I was like, how could Lily be before Louis? Okay, so all of William's kids come before. Okay, there's Louis. I don't know why. I love Louis. He doesn't put up with shit. Okay, Louis, Harry, Archie. Okay, so there's all the pictures. Alright, you could look at. Who's next? So the Tendals in terms of kids. Alright, so let's go back. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, there's this. Okay, lesson for today's kid. 1. Always watch your back because there's always an enemy lurking. 2. Hate ages you even when you're the youngest. There's a laugh. Yeah. What did I say the very first time that I saw this picture? The looks that can kill or something like that. My goodness. And I think I responded to that. Oh, okay, so this image was going around because I think there's another tweet regarding that I responded to. Okay, really can't seem to look away from Meghan, and he resent that suppressed attraction, especially since she is his brother's wife. The thing is that he cannot have her. I truly believe there was a time he probably tried to do something and Meghan put him in his place. I truly believe so. My humble opinion, Meghan is one of a few things he can claim for once his brother one-upped them. Yeah, I truly believe that. Okay, they both had a crush on Beyonce when they were a teenager. Really? I didn't know about that. I will say Meghan is both that type. Will watch Harry marry the kind of woman they both always dream about. Must have been painful, and Harry gets to keep his beard from the book spare. There is a lot here. Maybe Kate sensed it too. Okay, damn Harry, that lucky son of a bitch. I wanted Meghan too. Okay, what is it? He tried to get his own American Meghan and she turned him down. So, and there's Harry who went after an American whose name is Meghan. So he's like double whammy for him. Okay, this photo reeks of sexual jealousy. Yep, I think that's what it is. Someone prove me wrong. I truly believe. Okay, true, you're not wrong. For once, he can get something he wants. Imagine being devout Suit fan. That's right, he watches Suit and being starstruck to the extent of discouraging your brother from marrying her. Alright, let's go into that. Okay, we can't Alex because it's true. Alright, there's that. Okay, so that was that. Alright, let's read some more because there's another tweet I think that's with that same picture. He must have just had a flashback of her telling him to get his finger out of her face, hence the look. Was it before that? Was that before this event? That's what I'm thinking. This could have been after. Okay, agree, but there's this. Let's see here. There's that. My God. Every chance that he took a glance at her. Okay, his head turned toward the same direction, but his eyes right there. Oh my goodness, his eye will roll back behind his head. Meghan looks sexy right there. And he can't have her. Okay, if you woke up thinking you want to start shit with me, think twice because I woke up wishing a mother effers would. Harry is not having it. And let's not forget, Harry grew up with these people. He knows their behavior. Okay? Oh, his brother's behavior, I should say. Okay, Meghan could be the only woman within his sphere to have ever stood up to him. I think so too. I truly believe so too. To him, and or they have a vested reason to back down when standing up to him. That is 100%. I truly believe that. Let's go into that. Only one comment. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that turned him on, unfortunately. Harry is the one banging her good. That is true. Harry is the one banging her good. Okay, look how mad this. Okay, she's gorgeous. Gosh. Okay, look how mad this man is when he look at Meghan. I guess he forgot about the camera were rolling or something. Wow, I mean, they don't care. Sometimes I think this whole mess was engineered because of jealousy. Yeah, one of the tabloid was saying it went too far. They tried to do something one up, but it get carried away.
Is that the case?
No, absolutely not. No, I mean, and if we're talking about why this whole, Harry Meghan thing started, it started because several years ago, if you cast your mind back, the Queen was and always will be the most popular royal, but second to that was Harry. It wasn't William and Kate. It was not William and Kate. And when Harry and Meghan became such a popular couple, it put everybody's noses out of joint. The establishment wanted to retain the monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well, I agree with everything until you said the last bit. I think that somebody in the palace decided to take them
Yes.
down a peg or two, and it went too far.
Absolutely.
But that's all history now, isn't it?
But it's not history because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know,
You never win.
if you never win, but the media will always be at war with you, and the Daily Mail does everything drip, 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 poison.
And
daily
it's
basis.
not like Harry and Meghan never use the media, of course. I mean, that
They-
Oprah Winfrey
if you were in that
interview.
position, you would fight back too. You would absolutely fight back too.
I wouldn't.
Because the thing is that they don't want to say either they're sorry or they back down to say they were wrong, but instead they keep on going and going and then create this entire mess. Okay. Did I finish with it? Sometimes I think this whole mess was engineered because of jealousy. The team each wanted to have most popular royal, which is crazy because all that matter is line of succession, and Lord knows there is enough charity work for all. I mean, Harry knows that. Harry knows that. Meghan knows that. Meghan even said she doesn't mind being the background.
And I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that
You've
amount
got
of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
When she says that, the reason that I think she said that is because Harry probably already told her in terms of that who needs to be first, who needs to get all the praise. So Meghan doesn't mind being in the background, and she told them that. And the other thing is, what was I gonna say? When they realize he can get what he wants, and to show his authority, and it get carried away, and Harry and Meghan was not backing down. Look at about the lawsuit for another perfect example where the firm was supposed to help her, but each time she goes to the firm they keep on giving her some nonsense to, like, another word, go sit down, we're not gonna do anything. They didn't say that, but it's pretty much this kind of treatment. But when Meghan realized they're giving her the runaround, and she decided to take the tabloid head on, because Harry and Meghan, they just want things to be fair, and the other one are acting up, manufacturing nonsense, and Meghan and Harry knows it's just pure nonsense, so they take care of they face it up, and then the others don't want to back down, so it get carried away. Okay, it's the profile pic for me. Billy should have stayed at home since he wasn't scheduled to be at the event anyway. Oh, really? I don't know anything about that. Yet, due to his insecurity and envy, he thought he'll roll out and steal some love. Then happened when Sussex appear. Their end will be and forever shall be the interest. Okay, William is just this weekend scary. Okay, that's the laugh. When you sit next to your former TV series favorite crush, that's the shit. I'm sure he was a pseudo tank follower. Okay, Photoshop. No, this is not Photoshop. William is just like Charles, jealousy and married to a woman he doesn't love. Yeah, he did exactly what his dad did. Okay, it's Camilla lurking, plotting and scheming. If look could kill, I think that's what I said in my video or the thumbnails. If looks could kill, my lord. Okay, the Princess Meghan is a strong woman, and more so than people give her credit. I'm telling you. Okay, she was even stronger living and putting health and safety first. Imagine what happened that wasn't caught on camera. Really is a wild, jealous man. Evil. There's that. What is that? Oh, the Rangers putting other thing. Whatever. There's nothing to be jealous from the other one. She can't even do a freaking I don't know, even talk regular with people, not even speech, but just regular talk. Okay, I'm learning. Okay, just like hate gets old, it rots the soul and it reflects in the face. Okay, next tweet, I think is the next one that looks the similar post. Yeah, someone retweeted that same image. One day with our favorite wine on hand, we will have a group of discussion about this picture, but not today. I have no wine. I knew I forgot something. Got Costco yesterday. There's that. Okay, there's me here. He wish, but he can't touch it. Oh my god, 20. I can't believe there's 20 people like it. Yeah. Okay, Costco deliver wine through Instacart. I get mine delivered every week. Wow. Okay, the scent of attraction and the smell of success affect how a person is perceived. He looks snobbery, but it could be frustration because he can never have her. Yep, everybody feel the same way. He can never have her, but he really wants her. He wants to know exactly how she made his brother fall in love. He wants the freedom she gives. Could be. Yeah, I like that comment. Well, that's his own, not his own doing, but the way they raise him, where he gets everything he wants, and they mistreated Harry. He's always first on everything and never have any respect for anything or anybody. So it's within the environment that he grew in. So even if he had Meghan as a wife, he will still, do the mistreatment that he's doing to Kate, because he never appreciate a damn thing. They give him whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He gets to do whatever he wants. There's no limitation on him, so he will never learn. He will never learn. You could see from images since they were kids, always have authority over Harry, and you hear videos about how his grandmother had treated him. He gets the best of everything, so he will never learn. He will never be satisfied. So Harry, on the other hand, they had limit for him. They, even though I don't agree the way they raise him, they should just be fair to both of them. But Harry have learned that when he come across something that he knows he never had, so he makes sure he treated and he listened to the advice his mother left for them. So that William will never learn. He will never appreciate a damn thing in his life, because he always have everything he wants. I think he is jealous that Harry is the one who met and married her. It's the look of, quote, Harold outdid me again. How the hell did he learn this knockout? William has never liked Meghan, just my opinion. Nah, he used to watch her on Suit and all of that. Okay, let's see that comment here. Okay, I honestly think he liked her a little too much. Maybe even made a pass at her. I truly believe so. I truly believe he tried to make a pass at the story that I have, that I made regarding that pass. Okay, I believe, pure speculation, my humble opinion, they sent Harry to do some engagement, okay, somewhere far away, I don't know. Okay, while Harry was out, he went in to create some conversation with Meghan, and this is where he made the pass at her, and then Meghan put him in his place. That's what I think. And then when Harry comes, Meghan tells Harry, and then some stuff went on. This is what I think. Okay, pure speculation, pure BS in my part, but this is what I think happened, and I've said this the very first time I saw it. Okay, there's another one where, was it that one? Maybe it was. They were standing at a chair. I think it was that, where I see the full body of both of them. I think they were standing up. Okay, I don't think she told Harry till much later, which is why he said Will knows what he did and owes Meghan an apology. Just my thought. Okay, maybe this is why I thought that way too. So this person is on the same page as me. That's what I think too. But I've said that a very long time on one of my videos on Pure YTE. Oh my god, I can't wait to go back to Pure YTE, because I want this channel to stay pure without any craziness. Only the other one. Okay, next tweet. American living in the UK here. Okay, I think I'm sort of done. No, I see KFC somewhere here. Alright. American living in the UK here. I think most Americans will be totally shocked if they came over here and spent a few weeks traveling the country. They will be astonished to discover how absolutely poor and crumbling most of this nation has become. The litter and graffiti. Another thing I've seen, that's off topic right now. When I look at some videos, I love to watch travel videos, camping videos. It's like to calm down kind of way. Okay, on YouTube, when I'm not looking into the Sussexes or whatever. But when I look at Middle Eastern countries, where there's one Russian girl who traveled around Russia and Middle East and all of that, one thing that I see, it's how clean, how spotless the streets of those countries are. Very clean. And they're living like modern time, but the only thing is it's not that crowded. I guess because of their laws and the way they make things, it makes some people feel uncomfortable to move there, but their streets are very clean. And I was watching one with my husband, and I was saying that, and he said it's because they enforce it, because people will go to jail or they'll beat you or something like that. So my husband made that reference. And the other country that has the same thing, well, let's say it's an African country where that particular president is doing some stuff. Oh my God, what's the name of that country? Where they see when they catch you know what? I'll do the same thing. I'll look for that screenshot because I was watching all this last week. I'll put the link in the description for you guys to watch it. It's another documentary. But when you look like in the countryside, it's a bit rough, but in the mainland and areas, it's very clean. Was it Rwanda? No. I think it's a country that had some issues not too long ago, but they're making a turnaround. People, they're trying to catch investors to come and invest in the country. There's this black French lady who goes and invests, creating is it mobile, some sort of internet or mobile, one of these things that she bring her company, and the government is helping her to make her company a success or something like that. I forgot the name of that country. It's in Africa. Okay, it had some rough kind of thing. That country, the street is clean. That was the whole point of doing that, of bringing it up. But I can't think of the country. But look at the screen. I probably will put the name once I'm editing. Okay, so let's get back to that tweet. Okay, American living in the UK here. I think most American will be totally shocked if they came here. Okay, so it's the same thing. Was it her? No, she copied that. Okay, but let's read. Okay, I think most Americans would be totally shocked if they came here and spent a few weeks traveling the country. They will be astonished to discover how absolutely poor and crumbling most of this nation has become. The litter and graffiti and skinny road and rusting bridges and boarded up shops. Especially after COVID, a lot of businesses were closed. But guess what? The Queen, the firm, still get the increase of finances, funds from the taxpayers. Okay, the problem here go way beyond the current inflation crisis. The UK has been in steady decline for decades, and much of that decline can be attributed to culture, a skepticism of money, and ambition and innovation, a sense that your status is kind of fixed, so why try? That's the thing. That is the thing. If the UK were a person, it will be a 79-year-old pensioner sitting in a pub nursing a warm beer, occasionally remembering the good time from decades ago. Wow. The part here that gets me is where the status, if you become, okay, I have another thought here. If your status determine what you get, where doors can open for you, so why even try? And this is the thing, when Meghan went to the school, one of the things that I said when I came across those images with Meghan with the kids is the possibility, the bright light Meghan shine on those kids and say, you don't have to stay in the status that you are in. If you work hard, you do what's right, you work hard, you could make it out there. But Meghan was lifting those kids up. The institution, the government, the three branches that I always call together, the firm, the tabloid, the government, suppress Meghan and kick her out of there. She's too, the possibility that Meghan was giving those kids, nah, those kids needs to stay where they are. This is what I said from day one when I saw those images. Okay, and this is the same thing that's happening here. The other thing that came to my, this is why sometimes I say it right away, but I forgot the second thought. Okay, now that I'm editing, I think I remember it. It has to do with infrastructure. When you look at in the US, Obama was trying to create bills for the roads and all of that to make not only create jobs and invest in the system and road, bridges and all of that, but the Republicans the GOP wanted to suppress and prevent Obama from doing some of the things that he needs to do. And then when you look at a lot of the things that this person said on this tweet, where roads, bridges are crumbling, same thing is happening in the US too. The other thing as well is that though there are some group in terms of status in the UK, when you look at, I think there's one of William's friend, I believe, due to inheritance, things that his father or family left for him. I read somewhere he owns almost a quarter of Britain with properties and all of that. So this is where the wealth is going to just a certain group of people. This is the thing that's happening over there. And then these people, those rich people, they don't want to spend, but they keep on taking in, from the government, and the little people who don't even have that much, paying their taxes. Look at how some of their bills is like going up 300% and all of that. They don't have any money, but the rich is accumulate so much, but they're not really giving back to the country. So the circulation of money is not there, and this is what preventing the country from moving forward. They just keep on putting in their pockets and getting richer and richer, but they don't want to spend. And I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. Let's see here. The skepticism of money, ambition, and innovation. So, okay, I forgot what the other thought was. Okay, so the average citizen can't afford Kate's 500 jigging Will's helicopter and his live-in yoga instructor. Oh, he has a live-in yoga instructor? Is that a female or male? Okay. Or Chuck Golden. This is news to me. I don't know about that. And his live-in yoga instructor. Wow. And he still look like this. He's not losing any weight. Or Chuck's golden carriage. I'm guessing people live vivaciously through politicians, celebrities, and royals. Okay, they have a media that keeps them agitated about all the wrong things. All right, 100%. Okay, let's go into that because I think he's responding to that thread. Okay, let's see here. Sadly, that's here in the state too. The media is all propaganda. Well, in the US, I think there's some pushback. Those mega people, this is where they want to bring the United States, to bring it back. When you look at when President Obama was in office, some of the things that he wanted to do, the roads, the railroads, a lot of good things to infrastructure kind of thing. They didn't want to do that. And then you see what happened. Was it in Michigan? Correction, Ohio. Ohio train derailment, not Michigan, Ohio. The derailment and some stuff that President Obama, some laws President Obama had put, and when Trump come in power, he removed them, and now people are being very frustrated because some of the laws that President Obama had put, if it was still there, some of the thing will not have happened because there will be inspection and all of this. So the mega people wants to bring this the United States back. I don't know what. It's completely chaotic. If you look at C-SPAN, some of the discussion that's happening where they're creating to prevent things from moving forward, they're creating all sort of meetings after meeting for nothing. But the Democrats are fighting back, even though they have majority. Republicans have slight majority in the House, but the Democrats are fighting back. But the mega people, I don't know, they're just preventing from progress from happening. This is why people need to vote. Pay attention. You send a whole bunch of people, they don't even know how the government works. They don't even care to know how it works, because if you want to destroy, there's no reason of following the rules anyway. Like I've said, when you're building a building, it takes so long to build a building, but it takes a second to destroy. So this is the thing that they're trying to do right now, destroy democracy so they could run rampant, but put their stupid laws. Okay, it's crazy. It's happening in the US as well. Okay, but there's some pushback. Unfortunately, in the UK, I don't know, it's not happening. Americans are fighting back with those megas people. All right, let's see here. Sam, it's too bad journalists are mandated to take media literacy classes. I don't know what to say about that, because the Murdoch people, they flood those royal rats with money. Well, they are firing them now because they he's losing money and so many lawsuits. But they didn't care about the truth because everybody was well off. They get the paycheck every now and then. They didn't care the ripple effect of things in the long run. Okay? Read sociological studies in Bloomberg, financial and economic data and analytics, which the banks trade off. No spend here. Okay? 100%. You know, that's why I follow you. I adore your comments. Every time I read it, I can't make it wiser like yours. There's a thumbs up. Okay, let's move on. You find some good tweets, but the other ones, the other tweets were just noise. All right, next tweet here. Can someone tell me why the males of the royal family who are being looked after by taxpayers, loved by the public, look stressed, depressed, and are aging fast, while Harry, who is working like a regular person to put food on the table for his family, is looking healthy? Let's see here. Yep, he's being loved. Oh my, I don't know. Right after the queen died, I don't know what happened to him. He looks completely out of it, completely changed. Not the same. Eddie, what's his name? There's Andrew, Edward. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened right after the queen passed. Oh, this one, forget it. I don't know. Oh Lord. Okay. You make your judgment. There's me here. It's almost abolish time. They're worrying. Almost your time. That's what I'm saying. You know, people is asking to abolish the monarchy. Maybe they're seeing something we don't see. They know the time is up, even though they try so hard to, you know, to change the narrative, but people still focusing, they need to go. Okay? They shouldn't worry yet. Maybe Coronation might save them. Right? I'm guessing it's time because they know they aren't as loved by the public as they once were. They are stressed, they are depressed, and all that put together is making them age fast. I don't think that will. Something is with is it Andy? Edward. With Edward, something is beyond that. I don't know what it is. It could be. I hope he's not sick or something like that. Okay. Whatever. Okay, I'm guessing it's because they are, okay, that's that. Whatever these royal members are doing that is making them look drained and depressed, they need to stop. Okay, so with the hate, they just need to stop the hating. Focus on themselves. Stop worrying about Harry and Meghan. And stop because these people want to be loved all the time, but they keep on doing stupid shit. I've been saying this. They want people to adore them and love them, cheer for them, but they keep on doing stupid shit. People don't like stupidity, but they want to do whatever they want and then be loved by their stupidity. No, it's not gonna happen. They are all looking awful. Okay, I guess being part of the royal circus takes its toll. Only the one who escaped the circus is looking healthy and happy. Okay, it's shocking and I don't understand. Are they starving and cutting their allowances? Okay, Big Brother William, aka Kane, appears to be 10 years older than his actually age, whereas Harry looks younger and happier. Charles looks older than the Queen. Yeah, that is true, on her deathbed. But something, when she said that, something came to me. It's like, well, we know the time was coming, but leading up to the Queen's death, some weird pictures they were putting out about the Queen, like being in the coffin. I don't know. Never mind. My thought is pure speculation anyway. Okay, I used to think Princess Anne and Queen were sisters. I thought so too at one point because she did look like the Queen. Okay, there's two comments in here. Let's see here. Okay, my son thought Charles was Queen's husband because they did quite a number of engagements together. I thought for a minute that Anne was Margaret. LOL, because after Diana's death, I never have a rat's ass about those people and then know she was dead. Once they turned on Meghan Markle, I stepped back and started paying attention to that piece of shit of a family. Okay, let's read. Okay, after this, that's it. Okay, give Prince Edward, Duke of Wessex, his due. He looks like the only one actually missing his parents. He looks poorly. Maybe that's what it is. I did say after the Queen passed, something changed with him. I think him and Anne definitely did really, you could see the sorrow within Anne. I didn't see a picture of Edward during the Queen's funeral. Maybe there is some out there, but I didn't see. But after the funeral, maybe a month or so later, I saw a picture of Edward. I was like, oh my God, something doesn't look right. Maybe it reflect on him. Okay. That could be true because at his mother's funeral, he is the only one who cried publicly. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, before his mother passed, he was looking young and happy. See, I did say that. Okay, since his mother passed, his whole demeanor is different. I wonder if Charles has cut down his pound privileges. That could be another stress. Okay, Prince Edward leaves royal friends aghast at Charles' brother's silence for national anthem. Oh, yeah, I remember that too. When was that? December 21st, 2022. Let's see here. Even in this picture, he looks okay. He looks okay. That was what, 2 or 3 months after the Queen's death? Yeah, 3 months or so. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I'm actually past an hour, and it's gonna be much longer because I'm probably gonna insert things. Has anybody watched the Alex Murdoch documentary on Netflix? Is it any good? Okay, it is on Netflix, by the way. She's right, but she's making reference to this though. She didn't want to say the name, but she's making reference to this. Queen Camilla falls off the wagon, brawls with Charles over Harry and Meghan's months after rehab. Was that the reason why she was going to those things in India or something like that? Oh my god. Okay, if this was a UK tabloid, the BBC, Sky News, and ITV will have a panel to read and discuss during their news hour. Why are we not addressing the UFOs? But this is what she's saying, but she doesn't want to make the put her name in the tweet. Okay, I feel like we should talk more about them. Like, what if they reappear? What do the aliens want? Are they more like home aliens or aliens? Okay. The way the squad are talking in code. Okay, because the home aliens were nice. They didn't try to use people as incubators and eat them. Okay, oh, I hadn't even seen the UFO until someone pointed out. Okay, that's what India, that's the thing here, India is code for. Okay, and now that you mention it, there's that. Okay, I watched it and I was hooked. The family is pure evil, but I'm interested in the 3 UFOs. Yeah, I think the UFOs fell off the space wagon. This is what I'm saying. This is what they're really talking about here. There's the laugh, a mess. That's a hot mess. I see what you did here. Okay, I see what you did there, ma'am. I'm not jumping on that wagon. Here's the laugh. Okay, I'm more worried about what the White House is trying to hide. Okay, there's the alien. Okay, so we call it spa in India now. This is the thing that I was telling you. Beauty treatment and therapy. So many UFOs, someone say, they are always inebriated. They are invading us for our wine. There's this. That's the reference to it again. I watched the Netflix documentary 2020 Dateline 48 hours, listening to hours of podcasts about this tragedy. He's guilty as charged. Thank you for highlighting this case. But that's not that's not what the squad is talking about though. Sam follow all of it. I watched some part of it, but I was at it's too crazy. What is it? There's a part where I've heard now really talking about the murder, okay, now what he did to the housekeeper and then cheat the housekeeper out of money. My goodness. Okay, glad he was found guilty. The comeuppance is on the horizon for other criminals undercover. Okay, there's the look. Why is this me in general? I love true crime, but only if it's solved. There is enough unhappiness in the world without adding murders not being caught. I only scammed this, but now he's found guilty. I can look up the said case. Okay, it's very unsettling to me how powerful that family has been in that county for decades. Okay, there are more deaths that family is responsible for, and they will probably never be prosecuted for them either. What was it? There is this cute, very gorgeous, cute young man who was killed on the side of the road. They believe, okay, it's because he was gay and it's by one of those family members. This is the thing, when they give these people too much power. Next tweet. All right. Prince Andrew is considering offer for another disastrous TV interview. Okay, there's that here. There's me responding. The floor of shame is yours. There's that. He should definitely do it. Okay, it's gonna be good. Okay, oh yes, pleasant and thank you very much. No space, by the way. That's the crossing fingers. Oh my god, I was looking at this. That must have hurt. He literally flew out of that It's very icy. Oh my God. But anyway, I hope he does. Everybody's saying, please, please, please. Gail King's voice, Andrew. There's that. Okay, so pretty much everybody can't wait for him to do it. This is my last one. It's a bit politics. John ate and left no crumbs. Okay, I haven't really mentioned too much what's going on with BBC and all of that, but when I saw this, whoever might know what's going on with the BBC thing, so this is for you, okay? It's 1 minute and 52 seconds, but I'm probably gonna put screenshot. This is the guy who's talking. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, so you see the faces. Okay, Sky News, and okay, maybe I'll put this as the screenshot. All right, let's listen.
Well, first of all, there are two issues. I was listening to the gentleman before. In terms of impartiality, I don't know when the BBC have ever been impartial. In fact, BBC's reporting on the Qatar World Cup was anything but impartial. So it seems that they want to pick and choose when they want to be impartial. Criticizing others or criticizing other countries or other political parties or other religions seems to be okay. But of course, if you then criticize what goes on in this country, then it seems that they will then come out with this impartiality rule. The second thing, which a lot of people took offense to, is the perception that Gary was equating Britain to Nazi Germany, which he wasn't. What he said was the language used regarding the refugees is similar to the language used in 1930s Germany, which it was. And of course, we can see how that ended up. And Gary is not saying, I'm not saying that that's how it's going to end up. But of course, the language used in terms of creating this perception of an unworthy refugee, very much like the Jews were unworthy to be German, and Germans were better than Jews. That was the language that was used, and that's what we're saying here. We're talking about the refugees coming over, and the language used towards the refugees coming over on boats, in terms of them being rapists, in terms of them being criminals, is different to the refugees from the Ukraine.
There it is.
That's what we have to address, and that is what I want Gary and everybody supporting him to talk about. Us talking about the worthiness of different groups of people, because that's how discrimination starts. Be it men, women towards the men, in terms of the worthiness of a woman towards a man, blacks towards whites, gays towards straight people, and a Syrian refugee coming over on a boat in relation to a Ukrainian refugee coming over. We don't hear language from the Ukrainian refugees situation talking about rapists and murderers, but we hear it about the Iraqis and the Syrians, and that's what I would like Gary and people to talk about.
This is what the UK needs to do. Speak up, pay attention to the real issue that's going on in the UK, because these things been happening. It been so much. It's like one nonsense after another and you realize nobody's really talking serious about it. So I don't even bother bringing it up on some of my channels. So when I came across this is one person who actually hit the nail on the head. I brought up in one of my videos this Ukrainian woman who was taken in by this Brit with her child, and one issue that woman had, the Ukrainian woman had, is that the school her kids was going to, because they were black people or different shade of people or something like that, okay? But yet you ran away from your country who's being bombed, but you're worrying about people with different color of skin, okay? So that's, I just want to bring that up.
The worthiness of everybody, including the Syrian refugees, in relation to the Ukrainian refugees.
Okay, and then people need to ask, like one of those racists who was in a church, which I share in one of my videos, was asking why these people are coming here for. Okay, it's the same thing. Why these other refugees are running away from their homeland? What is happening? Or your government supporting their government, and then yet they're running away? Okay, all this needs to play a role. People needs to look into. And I hope more Brits speak up and open their eyes to see what's happening. But when I realize they rather stay hungry, mold in their house, they can't even pay for their food, but yet Harry and Meghan is the problem, I start, not mentioning their problem as much anymore. Because if you don't see your own personal problem is a problem, but you think Harry and Meghan is your problem, then hey, good luck to the good ones. I see my notification. What is this about? Maybe something new. Okay, these are the squad who's into fashion. I'm already an hour. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for what do we want to talk about? Let's say unity. Let's do that. Unity and protection. Okay, protection, unity and protection. What's common? Okay, God grant us the patience to work together, bring us all together as a family. Let us work together with understanding and compassion in our hearts. Let us not be rude or arrogant toward one another as we light the way to your heavenly kingdom. Christians, resource for prayers, faith, belief, and spirituality. Okay, let's pick an image. Let's see this one. My eyes was on that. The unity of prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Let's pick something else because this is very small. Short. Okay, mine was this one. Okay. A prayer for inner peace and calmness. Slow me down, Lord, is the pounding of my heart by quieting of my mind. Steady my hurried pace with a vision of eternal reach of time. Give me amid the confusion of my day, the calmness of the everlasting hills. Break the tension of my nerves with the soothing music of the singing stream that live in my memory. Help me to know the magical power of sleep. Teach me the art of taking minute vacation, of slowing down to look at flowers, to chat with older friends or make a new one, to pet a dog. I feel like I've read this. Okay, to watch a spider build a web, to smile at a child, or to read a few lines from a good book. Remind me each day that the race is not always won by the swift, that there is more to life than increasing the speed. Let me look upward and to the branches of the towering oak and know that it grew great and strong because it grew slowly and well. Slow me down, Lord, and inspire me to send my roots deep into the soil of life's enduring values, that I may grow toward the stars of our greater destiny. Amen. This one got me. All right, where is it? Lord, and inspire me to send my roots deep into the soil. I'm thinking of Harry, who's creating a new sense of root for his family, to not be like the royal family, the way they, they behave and things like that. It crossed my mind with this line of Harry. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. New subs, welcome. Okay, so that's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
We ask for forgiveness and please come back.